And Ben Affleck's the master planner, so he's like...
Apparently, he's the captain.
But
Look at him. He's the captain now.
Welcome back to another amazing Irish of Rounds of the Knight's Table. I'm Jim.
I'm Eric.
And today we're going to talk about Netflix original, Triple Frontier. This film stars Oscar Isaac, Ben Affleck, Charlie Hunnam. This film is about 5 special forces who are looking for a score because they feel like they were undervalued as military people, and so, of course, they're going to go rob a drug lord. Let's talk about the good. The opening sequence to this was pretty good, I thought. Oscar Isaac, Metallica, Poe Dameron. Not a pilot?
Apparently not.
What the fuck? When they show up at the drug lord's house, the tension I thought was pretty good. Was it 3 guards? I mean,
I think that's all that was left was like 3 or 4 guards.
If I had hundreds of millions of dollars, I'm gonna have 20 guards there at all times. Acting was pretty decent.
I liked Oscar Isaacs in this.
Ben Affleck kept doing his Batman voice. Unless is it just
his
stuck
tough
like
guy
that?
Voice. It might be the extra weight he put on.
Do you eat? I thought it was shot really well. Looked good.
I like the gunshots.
Gunshots, most of them. So with that, let's talk about the bad. Charlie Hunnam, he's Mr. Red, White, and Blue in this movie. But for what? The fucking British flag? Because that's what his accent was letting me know. This dude, much like Sam Worthington, can't hold his accent. Dude, get a dialect coach. You work in fucking Hollywood.
He just doesn't hold it the entire time.
There was also in that opening scene, what I didn't like is that woman runs from Oscar Isaac. I mean, we find out later that she's in cahoots with him. But she toasted him. At that point, I'm like, holy shit, he's special forces.
Oscar Isaac, slow. Must be the jeans. Those jeans were tight.
The name of the movie
Makes no sense. What's the Triple Frontier? It's not like they're fighting on 3 fronts.
So Ben Affleck's, I'm retired.
They're
like
always retired.
He's a real estate guy and he sucks at it. In straight up dadware. And then there's like an orgy of evidence that Ben Affleck is in debt. Pay my bills at his ex-wife's house. So he's really just looking to get this score. Oscar Isaac comes to them, for this score of a lifetime. This will change everyone's life. The stereotypical, I don't want to do the mission. It's one last mission. Why can't it just be like the 5th mission and you guys kind of like botched it up?
Alright, so when they get to the house, they see an execution happening. You see it happening at a tennis court, and Oscar Isaacs is like, yeah, that's his spot. How do you know that's his spot? Have you been there before? This is your first time coming here. They took $250 million. There's still like 3, 4, 5, 10 times that in the house. They're fussing at Ben Affleck like, you have never missed a heart out. So he's like, I am not leaving them any of this money. Dude, you burnt the house up. You weren't leaving them anything anyways. Take what you can carry, and you got plenty. You're burning the rest anyways. You don't have to sit there and risk everyone's lives over money you're just going to burn. You're not leaving it to them. They say to call out your kills when they decide to stay and go through these guys.
Stop calling them out.
Affleck doesn't call out a single one. They called out 4. His was the next one. And it doesn't get called. Like, brah, it was your thing. You said call them out.
And these guys are like the worst special forces people ever. They don't account for the weight. Since they took all this excessive money, the helicopter can only go so far, so they can't get above this mountain. They crash. The dude doesn't die. He jumps out of the helicopter.
They were kind of closer to
Did he not? How does he not break a leg?
Parkour.
He tells Ben Affleck, you could tell your daughter she can go to Harvard. And I'm like, that's a little too Felicity Huffman. I'm looking at you, Aunt Becky. So when they crash their helicopter, the duffel bags are like just in a net everywhere. And these villagers who are growing cocaine, they got guns and stuff, but they're in a standoff sort of situation. And Ben Affleck's not doing anything to defuse the situation, ends up shooting one of these guys.
Yeah.
And then they have to like kill, 6 of them. They kill him for money they can't even carry. After they kill those villagers, they settle it with the village elder. They give them money.
Yeah.
Take their mules, and they trek across the mountain. One of the mules falls off the side. So then they take camp. Garrett Hedlund, he starts burning the money. He wants a warm camp, and then they're laughing, blah, blah, blah.
Burning all kinds of money.
And the next morning, of course, these villagers pop them off. They start shooting at them.
Oh, yeah.
And since Ben Affleck was the bad guy and shot the villagers, this one guy gets the drop on him.
Comes up from behind him on this rock that's over him.
And Affleck spins around, not with gun up ready to shoot, gets the wig split. So someone comes over to check on him and spins him over. And the dead face.
Oh my god.
We watched this together and we were both laughing.
We both wrote down in our notes. Ben Affleck.
That dead face, though. This movie just hit sludge. At full speed, too, because it started off pretty good. They just threw conflict at them to throw it at him. It didn't fit. It wasn't linear with the movie, I thought. And then they decide to throw the money into some canyon and carry the bag. Carry bags of money on their back anyway. A backpack full of money, which was the idea from Oscar Isaac on the way out the house to start. So what
They finally decide to ditch the money, and it's at the very end of their journey. So apparently Charlie Hunnam counts everything in this movie. He even counted the longitude and latitude that they dropped the money off at. Did your compass have a digital readout of the longitude and latitude?
Did he count how many times he broke accent? Because I did. Did you feel sympathetic towards them at all? I mean,
no.
so.
I was kind of relieved when Ben Affleck's character got shot in the head.
Because he was a dick.
Oh, yeah, the entire time.
And so then, of course, they're all leaving their money, their shares of their money, to Ben Affleck's family.
To the Red Fly.
Ugh. My final thought. Netflix, you owe us better. This movie could have been so much better than it was. And it was just another disappointment. But this movie never lived up to like what it could have been. And it could have been a really sweet action movie.
Yeah.
I gotta score this movie a 5.9 out of 10.
Thought it was a good concept. It was just bad execution. I would really only score it a flat 6.
Friday night, you want to watch this movie?
It's a good one to zone out on.
If you watch this movie, I do want to know what you guys thought of it.
Oh yeah. If you liked it, tell us why.
Tell us why. And I'll argue with you because you're wrong. If you like this video, hit that like. You already know what it is. Press that subscribe, and we will check you out next time. Only on Rounds of the Night's Table.